fabulous day here in Lakeland. Slight breeze and Matt Manning making his 5th spring start.
And then when he gets to 3-2, be able to put him away with a slider. Good pitch.
Barely missed there and walks the leadoff man.
Buzz right here.
Lace to left. Green plays it on a bounce, and the first 2 men are aboard. Wall with a single the opposite way.
Fake that fastball. I think he's going to get tons of swings and misses.
Sam Hilliard greets him with a jam job to center. Vierling misplayed it. And the bases are loaded.
They're on base, causing havoc.
Slowly to Soroka. He's going to have to hurry just in time to get Baez. Cabrera in the air to right field. Miguris Sierra takes care of it, but the Tigers do score 1. They lead it by 1, and we'll talk with Tigers manager A.J. Hinch about it when we come back.
Junkie, it's 24/7, and you know I just love to hear about your thoughts on the WBC and what do you think it does to the game overall. Just that.
See there from Badu, the base runner there, you got to peak though. When you hear contact, you have to peak. And Badu didn't peak there, but he was fortunate enough to be able to still scamper home.
Popped it up right side of the infield. Fuentes, the first baseman, takes care of it.
And with Baez with that high leg kick, he wants to go early.
Got under it to shallow right. Sierra is in. He gives way to the second baseman, Adrianza, and the Tigers leave him loaded, but add 1, and they're up 2-0.
Really throwing mostly fastballs, establishing that thing, and then I'm going to get to the breaking balls.
There's a line drive right field and a base hit. 4 hits for the Braves already, and we'll see if they try and take advantage of some speed by Wall. Checked his swing and draws the walk. He's out there here in the 3rd. To short. 2 pitches and 1 out here in the Tigers' 3rd.
So there's not a whole lot of wasted movement, right?
In the air, shallow right. Out comes Adrianza. He's got it the inning over, but the Tigers add another. They're up 3. We'll talk Tigers starting pitching and possible starting rotation for you when we come back.
Just knock on wood that Eduardo Rodriguez stays healthy this year, but I think he's going to give those Tigers a lot of innings.
Baez can't handle the grounder, and Fuentes is aboard with 1 away.
Because coming through the minor leagues, his breaking ball was rated the best breaking ball in the Tiger system.
Shallow right drops in front of Akil Baddoo. A first to third attempt, and just in there under the tag goes Josh Fuentes.
Be able to throw down to second base or block a pitch.
This will drop into left center field. Braves are on the board. Orlando Arcia with an RBI single. It's 3-1 Detroit. Good trade for both teams. And he grounds 1 to third. Out number 1 with a leadoff man here in the 4th.
Position, and you can't do any damage.
Torkelson gets rung up, and the inning is over.
I can vision green meadows in the outfield, in the big leagues. That's pretty impressive.
He knows how to make you pay.
That would be 3 lefties against Shane McClanahan, as Cabrera on a first pitch swing grounds to short. And it's interesting when you have Cabrera and Torkelson. Why Cabrera in the 5 spot and
out of them, and why not get him in there right against one of the best left-handers that there is, best pitchers there is in the American League, and then maybe there's some protection for Torque.
That's a 7-pitch inning for Ty Tice. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers in the 5th. As the Rule 5 pick from the Texas organization. A line drive by Sierra drops in front of Ryan Kreidler in center. Last fastball was at 94. This one ripped to center. In front of Kreidler. A second straight hit for the Braves here in the 6th. For Atlanta's base runners. This one jacked to left and deep. And Vierling watches it sail away. That's a 3-run bomb for Orlando Arcia. And Atlanta has taken the lead.
It just looks like Garcia was sitting on breaking ball. This breaking ball slider didn't do much. It actually backed up, and it's right over the heart of the plate. And Garcia greets him with a big fly. Yeah, just bad location there on that slider.
Yep.
Bad location on that pitch, too. That allows Forrest Wall to draw a walk.
Way to the right.
This one sliced fair down the left field line. Off the bat of Sam Hilliard. That'll drive in another run. Hilliard will trot into second base. He's got himself a 2-out RBI double.
For the diamond.
To the right side. Off the bat of Jake Rogers. Broke his bat. Kreidler takes second, but that's the first out of the inning. And I think fans are going to want to know, why would a guy be hitting in one spot one day and a different spot the next? Baez grounds out to third. That ends the Tigers' threat. We're hoping to hear from Matt Manning coming up. We've played 6. The Tigers are down a pair.
I think they're going to do that. So the curveball and the changeup, I think, are going to be big from this year.
Yeah, and that's the one that I noticed today. We've always thought that your slider's there. It's top notch, but you threw some really good curveball.
Point that you make, because so many times in being a minor leaguer and even getting to the big leagues and playing this great game, you're right. There's egos when they start talking about hitting coaches. And you've got bench coaches, guys. Bench coach Mike Cease.
Toronto, also a year with the Yankees. Fly ball, shallow right. And a good play by the first baseman out there to retire the Tigers 1-2-3 for just the second time today.
And Donnie Sands, too, coming over with them. Those are my buddies. So being with them definitely makes it easier being in a group of people.
Yeah, now, a lot of people, they talk.
Hasn't found that groove here. Grounded to short. One quick out here in the Tigers' 8th. Knapp pops it up. Foul ground. 3 Braves converge, and it's the catcher handling Andrew Knapp. And the Tigers go in order in the 8th and trail by 2. Off the board since. Down 2. Soretti grounds one to second. They go quietly in the 9th, and that finishes it up with an Atlanta 5-3 win. We'll wrap things up from the booth here in Lakeland with Craig Monroe and Dan Petrie when we return on Bally Sports Detroit after a brief timeout.